The mix by L, mix this.
Pop another pilly, I might hold it. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mixed by L checking in with another video. Today, man, we just gonna be working on how to sound like the Weeknd. So that being said, man, we just gonna go ahead and get straight to it. Y'all just make sure y'all go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, so first we're just gonna go ahead and give this rough mix a listen to see what we got to work with.
Pop another pilly, I might hold it. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know, they don't know what I've been through.
Alright, so some pretty good, solid vocals right there. And just before we get started, the artist that we are working on, go ahead and drop his Instagram right here. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and give him a follow if you like his music. Alright, so back to the topic. The first thing I went ahead and did was just tame this 2-track instrumental. And all I went ahead and did was put this NLS bus onto this 2-track instrumental and tamed it down by 6 dB. And let's go ahead and just give this a listen.
Pop another pilly, I might hold it. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know, they don't know what I've been through.
Alright, so cool, something slight, nothing crazy. I am starting to use this mic setting a lot more than usual. So if you guys like this setting, go with it. I usually go with Spike, but Mike, he's been my friend lately, so we just been rocking with him. Alright, so the first thing that we did with his vocals, I just went ahead and added this bad boy right here. A regular old channel strip too, nothing crazy. Shout out to them boys for making this plugin right here. This is one of my favorite plugins. This is always my first plugin I put on any of my vocals. But all I went ahead and did was just 120 high pass filter, something simple. Gave this 7 dB. I did enhance it by 7 dB, which, I've been liking to do that lately. I did not enhance or do anything with the high mid frequencies. I did enhance the low mid frequencies, but we did turn this up a notch and we did this by 5 dB. And then we did turn this down by 1.5 dB and we were messing with about 357 hertz. And then, we did turn up that ratio and I did not touch this gate. I didn't touch anything for the gate, but we did go ahead and compress. So that being said, let's go ahead and listen to what these vocals sound like.
Pop another pilly, I might hold it. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know, they don't know what I've been through.
So pretty much out here with that channel strip 2 did. Next, y'all know what I go with every time. Every time. We had to go and add that Slate Digital virtual mix rack, which we went ahead and added the FG stress, slow release, fast attack, went ahead and put the input at 6 dB, went ahead and put the output at 7 dB, went ahead and turned on this virtual channel. We went and smashed it, not gonna lie. We went with 13 dB on this. We did go with the Trident. I was very hesitant. I almost went with the RC tube, but we went with the Trident. And we did go ahead and mess with the drive. We went ahead and added some virtual drive, which is pretty much some saturation distortion. And we just turned that up by 9 dB. And then we did go add some clarity into this vocal. Nothing crazy. We added about 7 dB. And we went ahead and added some thickness. Nothing crazy. And what I like to call this is just some more thickness. We went with present. I was going to go with fat vocal, but I just liked how present sound as usual. So we went with that. And we just enhanced that by 12%. So that being said, let's give this a listen and let's see what we're rocking with.
Pop another pilly, I might hold it. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know, they don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I went through.
Alright, so as usual, they did the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so next, what we went ahead and did, we went and added the DeEsser, Waves DeEsser, something simple. We want to capitalize. I would, usually if your vocals are this bright, 6,000 to 7,000 frequency, aim for something like that and turn this knob until you like it. I went with about 18 and let's see what this sounds like.
Pop another pilly, I might hold it. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know, they don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I went through.
Alright, cool. And a reminder, guys, the vocals were already sent with autotune, so I did not add autotune to these vocals, but just go get you an Autotune Pro, Autotune EFX, smack that on there. I would say the retune speed to about 3% and mess with your humanize, but just start the humanize at 0 and go from there. All right, so the next thing that I went ahead and did was just go ahead and add the C4, but this time all I did was just add the pop vocal preset. I didn't touch anything. I just left it where it was at. Then we went ahead and smashed the RVox pretty high up to about 4 dB. I did a lot of pushing with this. And then we added another DeEsser at 7,000 just because the RVox did a lot of pushing, so I wanted to kind of tame that RVox. So I added a DeEsser. It's about 7,000. This is what we have so far with those adjustments.
Pop another pilly, I might OD. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I would do.
Yes, sir. Big enhancements, man. We getting straight to the point. I'm trying to make this video short, but to the point so you guys know just what I used, how to clarify things like that. We're gonna get to the juicy part in a second with the effects and delays. We're almost there. Just a little couple minor adjustments that I did to his vocal to make him pop. We went ahead, I went ahead and kept this at 243. I usually go about 200 to 500, but I liked where it was at already at 243. Something I just kind of keep on my vocals just because I know I like to go around here, but we like the 243. So we went here and we just went by -2 dB just to deduct some of those frequencies that I did not like. And then we added Soothe 2 pretty much. I started off with the harsh Vox start preset. So I had that, added that, adjusted some things here, went with a -2. We did turn up the selectivity, give it some more focus on certain peaks. And we did do the 100% mix. Sometimes I like to go around 80 to 100 depending on how much I wanted to glue it. So that being said, let's just give this a listen to what these plugins did.
Pop another pilly, I might OD. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I would do. They don't know.
Cool. So you hear what we did there, and just to tame the vocals, because the vocals are extremely loud over the beat, what I went ahead and did was I did go ahead and turn on the NLS bus, and we went -6.5 dB here to make this duck under the beat, and we again went with the mic setting. And the reason why I've been going with the mic setting, to be honest, is I hear a little bit more clarity in other plugins that I have. I don't have to focus on pushing the clarity because I already know I'm going to put this on my vocals, and I already know that this drive is giving it some clarity. So a reason I like it. So let's just hear what the NLS bus did to level out my vocals with this 2-track instrumental.
Pop another pilly, I might OD. Baby, why you talking like you know me? I don't even really fucking know me. Man in the mirror don't know me. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I would do. They don't know.
All right, now some people probably want the vocals to be louder. Me personally, because I know I'm going to master this track, I want my vocals to duck under the beat just a little bit because I know when I master it, the vocals are going to shine even more, and I need that beat to be blending in perfectly. So I like where I had it at. Sometimes I wouldn't have it that low, but for this particular track, I did smash it down pretty well. Now, I'm not going to get too much into this, but we did do parallel compression. All we did was just add the CLA 76, smash that to where you just see this go to 3. If it's stuck there, that's what I wanted it to be. And I adjusted it with the bus. And then to give this an all-around sound, pretty wide, whatnot, we went with the basic doubler preset. And then I went ahead and put an S1 imager on it and widen this up a little bit more to give those vocals a wide sound. Now, I'm not going to get too much into what I did with these vocals also, but just to let you guys know, you see he doubled this 4 times. What I did was I went fully left pan, fully right pan, fully left pan, fully right pan. They pretty much have those same settings. Yeah, they have different reverb adjustments onto them, but they have the same reverb on them and things like that. So don't get too twisted and you got to put 10 different reverbs on it. No, you go with one reverb on that song and you stick with it because it's just the vibe of the song. So yeah, if you want to double your vocals or stack these vocals that many times, you can. I usually say one main vocal, 2 of these should be fine because you can pan them left and right and you should get that wide sound. But if you got an engineer that knows what they're doing, they should be able to level out all these to where it sounds like one also. And you got to kind of know, you got to kind of have those vocals also. So don't forget, you got to have these type of vocals. Like you can't have dead vocals and you want to sound like The Weeknd with these settings. It's not going to work. Not going to work. All right, so now let's get to the juicy part. Very simple, standard, man, procedure. I went with my Valhalla VintageVerb, my favorite reverb. Now, the reason I went with this is because I know exactly what I'm looking for and what I want to get to. So I went with the chamber reverb, went ahead and added this to about 3 to 4 second decay. It's fine if you know how to blend it with your vocals. Usually I would turn this up to about 400, but I did like how it was sitting with these vocals already, so I didn't touch it. And this is just one of my presets I already have. I did minor adjustments to it, but I do know I changed this to my chamber. I usually would have this on plates because you see it says A plate. This is one of my plate reverbs to chamber, and pretty much all my settings were still the same, and I kept the low cut at 10. It's usually, again, I said like at 400 to 500. So with this reverb, let's see what we got. Now, if you've been watching for this long, I'm pretty sure you're like, I've been waiting to hear how to sound like Weeknd this whole time. That's pretty much what it is. Get you a good reverb that sounds like The Weeknd, and you there. It's really nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just get those good, exciting vocals, stack them up, and then we did go ahead and add the delay. ValhallaDelay. If y'all know, this is just my combo. You know, you gotta, if you get the McChicken, you gotta have the fries with it. And these two right here, those are my favorite plugins. So we went with a 1/4 delay, feedback at 54%. I like BB Duck because pretty much soon as another vocal comes, the delay ducks under that vocal so it doesn't overshine the main vocal. So that being said, I got it on present. We have it on a quarter note. Then I went ahead and added the VintageVerb to that delay with the basic doubler, and this is what we got. Alright guys, so that being said, that's how you sound like The Weeknd. It's really nothing to it. It's really nothing to it, man. It's straight to it, simple. Again, guys, if you enjoyed my content, man, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and leave that like, subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't, have an Instagram, go to Mixed by L. You can DM me. That's where I respond the most. Send your music to me if needed. Let's get it.
The Mixed by L. Mix this.